I would like the world to know that we have to seriously protect the digital part of our daily lives, because the world is facing still, it's not new, a kind of epidemic of online crime, cybercrime, which of course is borderless by nature and affects our private devices, our computers at home, or even our critical infrastructures in our societies.
The Global Cybersecurity Forum brought together leaders from more than 80 countries. The challenge was to move from words to practical frameworks for a safer, more resilient cyberspace. From defending energy grids and satellites to tackling AI-driven ransomware, the stakes could not be higher.
It's a global issue. Cybersecurity is there for many years now, including by criminal organized crime. We know that. I mean, the police, the Interpol has extensive documents about this. It's not new, but now it has become more urgent that we should prepare for those attacks, because this is not traditional kind of attacks. They are being developed, and now there are more and more developments also because of the developments in technology. Yes, we should raise awareness, and our countries should be prepared to avoid this kind of attacks.
Let's look at how big is that sort of threat that we're facing, whether it's from state actors, organised crime groups, or those individuals it's sitting in a bedroom. Well, it's huge. What we've seen in cybersecurity element side on cybercrime is the returns on cybercrime are going into the trillions, effectively. The threats are everywhere, and I'm not looking to scare everybody here, far from it, but once you connect a device to the internet, there's a potential vulnerability that you're connecting to as well.
Hybrid war, disinformation, sabotage, the fault lines of conflict have shifted online. And experts warn that resilience, not just retaliation, will define who can withstand the next wave.
The solution is to get better at defense, to plug a lot of the holes in our infrastructure, in our software, in our hardware, to do the right things in defense, which we've been talking about for many years, but many companies still don't quite do it. If we do that, if we also plan for when an attack gets through, so plan for resilience, how do you get back up and running? How do you limit the attack? How do you train your staff to know what to do after an attack and get things going again? Then actually we can protect our economies.
It wasn't only about technology, but about people, trust, safety, and inclusion online. The forum highlighted that the future of cyberspace depends as much on human cooperation as it does on code.
We always think about the technology, the investment in infrastructure. Yes, that's it's needed as a foundation of our digital development. But on the upper layer, we need to have massive investment in people, skills, human talent. Why? Because I used to say there is no digital transformation if you don't have the digital trust. And the trust, on one side, we have the infrastructure. On the other side, we have the people.
UN Women warn that failure to include half the world's population leaves countries more vulnerable.
Cybersecurity is only as strong as it is inclusive. And cognitive diversity makes a massive difference, especially when cyber attacks are impacting countries, a nation, or an economy. The percentage of the cybersecurity workforce comprised of women is 24%. In 2012, it was only 10%. So this is a good news story where we've seen women increasingly enter and thrive in cybersecurity, but still more needs to be done. Essentially, what we see is that leaving behind half the world's population only makes countries more vulnerable to cybersecurity threats.
And as artificial intelligence becomes a weapon in the wrong hands, experts warn the attacks will target not just machines, but our minds.
The point to think about is that cybercrime, and specifically AI-driven cybercrime, is not just an attack against machines. It's an attack against humans, an attack against the human mind. And we are going to have to upskill at scale to deal with this attack.
From hybrid war to human vulnerability, the message from Riad is clear. Cybersecurity can no longer be treated as a specialist technical issue. It demands resilience in our infrastructure, investment in people, and inclusion across society. Because in a hyper-connected world, the next battlefront may be just one click away.